This episode is brought to you by San Pellegrino Ciao. A gift from Italy to your home. San Pellegrino Ciao is a flavored sparkling water made with real fruit juice, finished with a pinch of Sicilian salt for a perfectly balanced taste. So which flavor will you choose? Peach, lime, blood orange, cherry, or maybe the all-new limoncello? Crafted in Italy with 0 grams of added sugar. San Pellegrino Ciao. Buy it now.
Visible puts the ultimate wireless hack in the palm of your hand. With unlimited 5G wireless data and hotspot designed to keep you connected, powered by Verizon's 5G network. And no contract holding you back. Plans start at $25 a month, or get the premium Visible Plus Pro plan and save $10 on your first month when you use promo code HACK. Make the switch at Visible.com. Terms apply. See Visible.com for details.
This episode is brought to you by Tidy Cats, here to level up your litter game with their new Performance Plus lineup. Your home is your happy place, your cats, VIPs. So when it comes to the litter box, excellence isn't optional. Choose from products that specialize in max power clumping, low tracking, or odor fighting so advanced, stink won't see it coming. Tidy Cats Performance Plus. Mission mighty, keep it tidy. Shop now at tidycats.com.
So this was an idea. It's funny that the word pitch is in the episode because everybody's been pitching daily ideas to me. And, 9 out of 10, I've been like, yeah, let's at least try it. And, that 10th one will probably get tried eventually. But you made this one, and I think you're the perfect person to bring it to the table and the perfect person to try it out because you have like 8,000 bands on the board, and I've lost count of how many times we'll do an episode and I'll be like, John, this was like from that first list you sent to me in like 2018. So this one will probably be a little bit longer because let's talk a little bit about what Make Your Pitch is, and then we'll get into it. So what was going through your head when you said make your pitch? I think this would be fun to do.
First off, it's sort of your fault that there's that many bands because you gave me access to the spreadsheet, which was probably not a great idea because then I just have access to add myself to whatever I want to and then add bands whenever I feel like it, which is dangerous. But yeah, when I was coming up with this, I was like, I've been listening to all the different stuff that people have been doing, and you're talking about, kind of maybe making some changes to the days and how it goes and like splitting the episode up, whatever. And so I was thinking like, what about something that like directly ties back into the main show, the actual Deprogrammed pod. So I was just happened to be like just looking at the list. We were talking about it on Discord. People were talking about bands and adding people, and I was like, like you said, some of these bands have been on here for at least 6 or 7 years. Like, I wonder if I could like do a thing where I kind of make give a little background, give a little hype to some bands that maybe have been overlooked on that list. Like maybe have been people kind of take it for granted. Like, oh, I don't really know that band, so I'm not going to do them. But so I can maybe like give a little like, not giving away too much. We're not going to do the whole beginning of the show, but just do a little something to kind of bring some of those bands back, and maybe get some new people. Like maybe people are listening to this that have never been on the show, and like maybe they'll hear about a band and be like, oh, that'd be great. I'd love to come do that. So, and I was one of those people, back in 2018, 2019, right? I was listening to the show. Love the concept and like listening along and being like, oh, these people are so wrong. Like everything they're saying is like, I could do so much better. And here I am 100 plus episodes later. So yeah, just trying to give some more maybe some of those people a chance.
So this would be a great spot to let everyone know that this is an episode I'd like to do every week. So if you're somebody who listens to all of these dailies and has bands on deck that you want to talk about, this is the place. Like, nobody signed up for it. This is the place to bring it and put it up and try to make the hard sell. So that's what John's about to do. You're going to make the hard sell. And you know, not that anything I could do here would like necessarily help you, but you did not tell me what band you were going to come do the hard sell on, and I think that's going to
I
work
have
out.
not.
I think that's fun for me too, like the surprise of the list of however many bands John's on. Which one is he going to bring to the forefront? So, with that being said, the floor is yours, John.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I was thinking about this, and I kind of had a couple of bands came to mind, and they're all from that original list actually. And I didn't want to do like, something that, Gavin and I or Chris and I, or is like a punk band, like I've done a bunch of those. I wanted to kind of like dig in, and this is a band that I've liked for a long time. I first heard of them probably 1994, 1995. The band we're gonna try and hype up today is American Music Club,
Hmm.
and they are a band from San Francisco. They started in 1985. Their original run went from 85 to 94, I believe. Then they reunited in the aughts and did a couple more albums. Um, but they are a band that, well, first of all, their name is not conducive to, you know, Googling, or it doesn't give you any idea of what they sound like American Music Club. Like, it's a terrible band name. But they're a great band, and they're one of the bands that like they're one of those bands that we talk about that's like, oh, they're your favorite band's favorite band,
Mm.
right? They're like musicians. They totally flew under the radar, even though they eventually made it to a major label. You might have heard of them. If you've heard of them at all, it would probably be from the No Alternative CD compilation. They
Mm.
had a song called "All Your Jeans Were Too Tight," which is a great, fun little song. But the music they play is kind of so out of time with the era. Like their original albums, they start off as kind of the slow core thing, and like Mark Eitzel is the singer songwriter, is an amazing singer, has such a rich tone to his voice, like one of those people you can tell when he sings something like he means it, he's lived it. He's he's just an amazing songwriter. Um, the way I have been thinking about it is like, think of a band, like think of like you walk into a like you're in Vegas, you walk into like a lounge, like off the strip, like a rundown place that still looks like it's from the 70s. This and you walk in, there's a band playing, and it's kind of this like fucked up, weird, loungy music, but like and it's but the singer's really good, so you're just kind of like, that's the vibe, and you get like, oh, this band has been here probably every night since
Mm.
1974, right? That's how I would kind of best describe their music. And like some of it is a little more like rocking, like they but a lot of it is, more kind of like acoustic, kind of folkier, but still like, I think the sad core was the adjective that they got uh, saddled with early on. Like very, very sad music, and like, but their albums are so great. Like you can just put it on. It's like it's all vibes. Um, I would recommend it if you like, people like Nick Cave, people like Tom Waits, like these kind of singer songwriter raconteur, kind of rich history, like people that like have these like stories in their songs, like these characters. He's so good at like putting himself in these characters and like getting into their like personas, and just they're just a really interesting band. They were always kind of like they made, I think, a video for one of their songs that never really hit, and I'd love to go back and dig into their catalog and talk about them with someone who maybe is, a fan would be great, but it doesn't have to be. You could be new to it as well. The one issue, their entire catalog is not on Spotify, so maybe we'd have to do something else. Their early records, which are great, but yeah, I would really love. I'm just a huge fan of American Music Club and Mark Eitzel, his solo work as well. And no one has signed up for them in 7 years, so here we are.
Wild. I mean, you said San Francisco off the bat, and so of course my mind goes to Gavin. But you also said not that you wouldn't do this episode with Gavin, and not that Gavin might be into this band and just didn't know it was on the board yet. But I like the idea of maybe there's this American Music Club fan out there that just randomly is about to stumble across this episode and go, "Oh
Yeah.
man, I have somebody."
Like
to
maybe
talk about
someone
this band with."
searches for their name and like, yeah, like I remember, back when I was on Twitter, I was following Mark Eitzel, and there was always talk of like, oh, they're gonna re-release all their albums as a box set, and like they're finally gonna get the masters because like their early albums were on this independent label that like was less than scrupulous when it came to the business side of things. So those like records aren't available on streaming, but I don't think that hasn't happened yet. But they're so due for like people to like rediscover those records and like they never got the kind of the due. Even when they came back, I think they put out an album in 2008, and even another one 2021 I think was the last one that they did. But they, even then when they came back, they like never got the acclaim that they deserve. So I always like doing those bands because like you feel like you're kind of doing this first, like you're gonna find some people, some American Music Club fans. Yeah, I think I might have even like mentioned it to Gavin. He was like, "Yeah, I'm not really into it, not my kind of thing." But maybe I'm wrong. So yeah, we'll see.
So the call is officially out there. If you are a fan of American Music Club, you should be at the front of the line. And if you're somebody who listens to the show and has always been looking for an excuse to jump in, here is your excuse. And if you are somebody who's done plenty of episodes, I want to be clear. It sounds like to me, John is not against somebody who's doing the show already signing up. It's just more so
course.
that this is a chance to try to bring new people in. So if you're Brian or anybody who listens to like all of the dailies and this seems like something you'd like to try, of course. But
If you like sad music,
but
then this is for you.
but we are of course looking for you, the specifically American Music Club fan, to jump on board to come talk about them with us, because I'll be discovering them, and I'm sure John would like to have a cohort that actually knows what they're talking about when they come to the table.
Okay, can I put out a couple of? I don't want to give away my whole list,
Sure.
but can I throw out a couple of songs people might want to check out?
Sure.
There's a song from their well, I should probably stick to, well, you can go on YouTube, I guess. There's a song from their album California, which came out in 1988, called Firefly, which is an incredible song. And then there's a song, I think, from their album San Francisco from 94, their last album on their original run. I love that record. But I think the song is called Can You Help Me? They did a live performance on the Jon Stewart Show, which is fantastic, which I've watched that video 1,000 times. But that kind of gives you kind of both sides of kind of what they sound like.
Also, if you're listening to this on Spotify, I'll be tagging the band so you can go right to their page.
Nice.
Obviously, it would be better if you listen to them elsewhere, but that is something that we have available to us, so I utilize it. So, all right. Well, look, if you're on board, just let us know, and we will figure it out going from there. John, I appreciate it, man. I think this is a real winner.
Of course.
And if there's a band that you've been dying to do, let's get you in line. Let's get you on board to do one of these as well, so you can come and make your pitch.